Welcome back to a new breakdown video. In this video, I will be breaking down the only trade that I took of last week, and that was a sell on GBPJPY. As you already know, we always start off on the daily time frame. On the daily time frame, we will be looking for an impulse to the upside or an impulse to the downside, followed by a correction so we can get in on the end of the correction and follow the wave. So as you can see right here, we just had an impulse to the downside, breaking previous structure right here, and also closing below the previous structure. After we identified our impulse, we'll be looking if the impulse consists of all the same color. As you can see right here, the impulse to the down, breaking and closing below previous structure, consists of all red candles. Now we will be looking for a correction. The correction should also be of the same colors, and we are waiting for a minimum of 2 daily candles. Right here, we see we have an impulse to the downside, breaking previous structure and closing below, followed by a correction of minimum 2 daily candles on the daily, and they are all green. So after we identify our impulse followed by our correction, we go to the weekly time frame. Obviously, on the weekly time frame, I have to take like these 2 candles. So the weekly, yes, it looks like this. So this was what I was looking at on the weekly before I entered the trade. So on the weekly, we will identify our support and resistance that could be of influence. So right here, what we see is that the weekly, it came all the way back down to this support area right here. So on the weekly, we had this pullback all the way down to this support level. So what we can expect is price on the daily will either break this and have a retest back to this level right here, or price will find support on this level and have a small retest, small pullback, and then break it to follow it down to the downside to continue the trend. So as we can see right here, where will be the next support if price break that level and continue to the downside? As you can see, the next support that will be of influence is this one right here. I had to go down to the monthly time frame, but on the weekly, you can also identify it right here. So if price breaks this support and is going to continue lower, the next area of influence will probably be this support level that was previous resistance. Resistance was now broken. Here we had a couple of structure and it failed to go even higher, continue the trend. So we're looking for a break to the down followed by a retest of this support area, or price will find here support on the daily, pull back a little and then break it to continue the trend. So right now we identify our area on the weekly and on the daily that could be of influence. And we go back down to the daily time frame. So on the daily time frame, we already identify the impulse followed by the correction of minimum 2 daily candles. As we can see, the impulse was all the way back to this previous broken structure zone. And now we will place our Fibonacci in the opposite direction of the correction. The reason we place our Fibonacci in the opposite direction of this correction is because we're going to measure the new impulse with this Fibonacci. I'm going to share the settings on my Fibonacci so you guys can copy the same settings that I have. Here you go, just make a screenshot or just pause the video and you can put these same levels on your Fibonacci. I only use these because these are the only levels that will be of influence in my trade. So all the others you can see, I just took them out. After we drawn our Fibonacci in the opposite direction of the correction, to measure the new impulse, we go down to the 4-hour. On the 4-hour, as usual, we will be looking for a break of this 61 level, followed by a retest, so we can continue the trend all the way down to TP, and the TP is always negative 27, or you can just make your own TP by taking partials at the 1 level, or yeah. But normally I just wait for price to come to the negative 27, or in rare cases, I will actually take partial at the 100 level. So let's play it forward and see how this trade played out and why I got in. So right now we're just waiting. As you can see, price did not break 61. So we're not going to rush into this trade. We're just going to be patient and wait for the clear break. We're still waiting. So right here, I actually got in on this trade on this break right here. So obviously it's not a very clean and big break, but with my experience, I've seen these type of breaks multiple times. So that's why I took the trade right here on this close of the small break on the 4-hour, instead of waiting for this to close, followed by a pull back to the 61 and then enter the trade. So I already got in on this candle right here with this small break. So right now I will just put, yes, right now we're already in the trade. I will be right in the trade to negative 27. Let's see how it play out. As you can see right here, price broke the 38 level, and every time price breaks the 38 level, that means we put our stop loss at break even. So right here, you see price just broke this 38 level. That means our stop loss will now comes to break even, and it will be a risk-free trade that we can just ride all the way down to the TP. So let's put this to break even. And now let's continue the trade. So as we can see right here, price came all the way down to the 100 level. 100 level, even going lower than the 100 level. Normally, my TP will be just all the way here at the negative 27. But in this case, I already took some profits on the 100 level. So I have 3 accounts. I have a private account, I have one funded account, and I also just won a giveaway with a free challenge of 5K. So when it comes to taking profit, I just created this new strategy where I will be taking on the one account, I may take partials, and the other account, I will just let it run all the way to TP. Right now, I already took partials on my funded account. I actually just closed the whole trade on my funded account, but I'm still in it on the 5K challenge that you guys can see right here. And I didn't take this one on my private account, so I only took it with my funded and with my challenge account. Now let's play further. As you can see, price decided to make a pullback all the way up, almost hitting or break even point right here. But if it would hit, you'll still not have lost the trade, because after price broke this 38 level, we put our stop loss to break even, and the trade is just risk-free. If it come all the way back, hit or our stop loss, it will just take us out with maybe a small profit or just zero. And yeah, that was the breakdown of the trade. As you can see right here, the market decided to continue to the downside, but obviously it ended right here. And this was the trade that I took last week, the only trade, and I'm still in it. I will be holding till price either hit my TP or till price take me out at break even. I already closed on my funded account, and on the challenge, I'm still in it. So that was my breakdown on GBPJPY. Thank y'all for watching. I appreciate y'all being here. We're growing together, being better together. And I will see y'all in the next breakdown video. Peace.